Hey everyone, it's Raj from 3CB Performance. Today's topic is the return of Arsenal captain Laurent Koscielny. So he ruptured that Achilles back in May when he was stepping with his right foot and he went down. You can see him clutching at it here. And now, to make matters worse, that was a World Cup year, and so he also missed playing with France as they won the World Cup. That insult to injury. So anyways, regardless of that, he went through the surgery to have the repair. So in general, real quick, what they do essentially is they cut through and they take the two torn strands of the Achilles, they pull them closer together, and then they attach them with some strings essentially. You can see that here, they pull it together. Now afterwards, it's a pretty arduous rehab process. Starts with not weight bearing or less weight bearing. With Laurent, you go through some pool work just to gradually build up some of that intensity level. And rehab can be a pretty lonely place, especially for this long of an injury. So once that's cleared, you go back to on the field stuff. Right here you can see him rehabbing, and then back to sport specific as well. And then lastly, a big part, coming back from an injury for any player or anyone who's been through it, is being back with the boys. You can see the big smile on Laurent's face here, which is great. So he recently made his return against Karabakh in the Europa League, and he was subbed off. He played 72 minutes, and then he also played against Southampton as well, and he played the full 90, which is really more of a testament to the Gunners' current lack of depth at the centerback position. I don't think the physios or Unai Emery would have wanted this. So based on the difference between those two games, I think the first thing to really touch on when moving forwards is that this process is an up and down process. There's always going to be setbacks. What we want to look for is a positive trend line throughout. And the reason for that is that even though Achilles rehab has really improved, there's still long-term deficits such as muscle strength and ankle range of motion deficits. Also, there's some research showing that calf atrophy can last up to 10 years. There's also some biomechanical deficits that can last for up to 4 years. For example, Koscielny himself has said that he had to reteach himself how to run. And then also, there's a risk of re-injury for re-tearing that Achilles tendon. There's also injury for compensatory injury, which means injuring other parts of the body that are now overstressed. Some of the research shows that 25% of people with an Achilles tear have pain in the opposite knee or Achilles. A key thing to know with returning for Laurent is that in general, the research shows it takes over 2 years to return to the pre-injury level if you're able to play 2 years at all. So I have to stress patience, and I also have to stress he needs to have what I call a growth mindset, which is taking this on as a challenge and embracing those setbacks. But fortunately, he's done that throughout this process. And this picture right here after he got subbed off, to me, it is the pinnacle of his enjoyment and resiliency. So that'll do it for this video. You can always find me at 3CB Performance. See all my work at the Injury Insight. Check out my clinical site, 3cbperformance.com. Until next time.